What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with Motor City Lions talk. A little late today, but enjoying the Green Bay Dallas game actually. But doing the post game reaction to the Lions falling to the Carolina Panthers 24-27, and it's a lot to talk about. Could easily rage rant over a lot of things, but we're gonna keep it even kill. You dig? And Carolina was shooting themselves in the foot early with penalties, but they overcame it. And the Lions didn't capitalize off of the penalties. The defense can't play grade A every night. Especially with some of the injuries without Kerry Hyder. Jerry Davis looked a little bit out of place today coming back. Especially, with Neville Lawson, he kind of iffy to me. Some people don't agree. And Darius Slay got burnt today. And like I said, Terrell Austin, he's not going to be the perfect play caller either. They adjusted late in the game to Carolina, but could never ever fully, defend the middle of the field. That's what it came down to Ed Dixon, Funches over the middle, and then when we try to defend the middle, our corners couldn't hang with their big tall receivers outside of the hash. And one thing I think that went overlooked by a lot of fans was the simple fact that, we never got consistent pressure on Cam Newton today. He had 0 rushing yards, but he had a couple big runs, but we never got consistent pressure. The pressure that we did get was from the inside for the most part. Nada made a pressure. Spence made a good play. Run defense was stopped, but we not getting those sacks from our defensive ends. And a lot of people were talking about Zeke Ansah possibly not re-up with the Lions, and should the Lions re-up with him. He's been hurt the last 2 years. He has talent, but how much is he really worth if he hasn't been healthy the last 2 years? That's what most people wonder. I'm going to leave that to the end of the season to see, if he gets healthy. But it's clear that we don't have the elite pass rusher. And that's what the defense is truly missing. And a real good second corner, I don't hear nobody say Neville Lawson is just not that guy. Quadre Diggs is holding up good, but we had problems just as last year covering the tight end, and a guy like Ed Dixon ate us up, And as far as the offense, Cam Newton, they hit rhythm. I think they scored 4 straight drives they scored on. And like I said, the defense is not going to be perfect every game and make big plays every game. That's just not the way, this league runs. And the offense eventually going to have to, give, the team some pick-me-up. Even the special teams gave us a lot of pick-me-up. The only part of our team that hasn't legitimately had a major, contribution to the wins is the offense. The offense hasn't been a major staple of a win yet. People have been screaming it's the offensive coordinator since Joe Lombardi. And Pat and Scott Linehan. People were complaining about Scott Linehan. Possibly it's just Matthew Stafford. I remember Joe Lombardi said he couldn't get the verbiage, he couldn't get the playbook down. He tried to throw it on Stafford, and Jim Bob Cooter came in and had some success. But maybe it's just certain things that Matthew Stafford can do. But I think if that was truly the case, I don't think Bob Quinn would have re-up with Matthew Stafford. I think he would have trusted his evaluation and got a better quarterback. But it's some things that's just not clicking with Detroit Lions offense. And I understand that Greg Robinson is a weak link on the line, but the other guys have to play up to par as well. The Carolina front dominated the Lions today and didn't let Matthew Stafford get comfortable into the pocket, until, Carolina defense was on their heels. And I'm going to get at, what the Lions should do as well. Amir Abdullah has some success. I don't think, Jim Bob Cooter knows how to be successful with the run. The Lions had some good runs earlier, especially with Zach Zenner. They was able to run the ball versus Carolina, but they never consistently went to it. Am I questioning Jim Bob Cooter? Absolutely. I'm questioning his credentials, his playbook, everything. If I'm a Super Bowl caliber play caller and Jim Caldwell, he should as well. He knows what a Super Bowl caliber offense should look like, or a good offense should look like. And, this offense is definitely, it's been sputtering. since I can remember, since I was a kid, this offense could never consistently finish drives and put points up on a consistent basis from week to week. Never. We might have an explosion here, there, and for many years we've been blaming the offensive coordinator. Maybe we haven't got the right guy in there. Maybe we need to go get an experienced, seasoned offensive coordinator, because these plays look the same from each offensive coordinator. Jet sweep, handoff, jet sweep, end around, all just the same stuff. Running on first down, and it's the same thing. And they continue to do the same thing. Each offensive coordinator continues to do the same thing, underutilizing their talents. But give credit to Carolina. Their back end is no significant players back there. All, second-hand guys, no name DBs. And, they ate the Lions up today, For the most part, the front seven is Carolina's juice. And, they beat us up front. When the Lions was able to run the ball and kind of, control the clock, and when they had to lead early, they didn't do that. They wanted to sling it around and do things, the unconventional way. And a lot of people are upset with Eric Ebron, and he seems to think he's better than what he is. You know what I mean? From all his tweets and his interviews that I've seen, he thinks he's better than what he is. And, he's not the only one. Golden Tate hasn't consistently showed up the last 2 years. Marvin Jones has been inconsistent. And I think the Lions this year should go to unless this offense catches a significant fire, I think the Lions should just overhaul the offensive playbook side of the things. Find somebody that's experienced, man. That's all I really can say. You see the guy at the Rams, the head coach Sean McVay, how he had a revival with Jared Goff, and somebody that knows how to run the ball, who can get the best out of their players. I'm not writing on Jim Bob Cooter yet, but I'm just saying in the future, if it doesn't come together, on to another offensive coordinator, because it just seems not to be working. They got a lot of players that's underachieving this year, but it's a long year. It's nothing to hang our heads over. See what the Lions do. Come back next week and talk some more Lions football tomorrow. We gone.